Can you use a BlackBerry Classic in 2026? Well, with this, you most certainly can. Hey guys, it's me, Ole, and this is my review of the ZINWA Q25. This is the ZINWA Q25, and I guess all of you know what this phone is all about. It's a raster-modded BlackBerry Classic with new internals. If you don't know about this project, please check out my first video about it by clicking here. Back in the summer of 2025, I restarted this channel with a video about the Q25 project and of course pre-ordered the phone right away. And since then, I got sent 3 prototype units of the Q25 to test. And now in January of 2026, I finally received my production unit of the Q25. ZINWA is, as you maybe know, a really small company based out of China. And the project of the Q25 was more or less a personal project of the CEO of the company, Michael. And when demand rose to thousands of units that were pre-sold or pre-ordered, they really struggled with getting the orders out, responding to questions and worries of customers, and that really shook up the whole community around the ZINWA project. And now they finally managed to get it somewhat under control, but still quality control and other things are really lacking. My shipped units housing looks beaten up and things like the charge port are crooked. You have to be really lucky to get a good one. And actually, only one of the 3 prototype units actually looked miles better than the production one that I got now. And also, a customer reached out to me saying that his shipped unit had a bootloader that was stuck in a loop, and I hope I managed to help him out with that, but still, this project is more of a do it at your own risk kind of thing. In fact, you cannot order the production full phone version of the Q25 on their website anymore. It's just the Q25 Pro kit, which is basically a conversion kit they send you with all of the internals, all of the new parts, and you have to do the transformation yourself. And also what I saw there is that you can now pre-order a conversion kit for the P26 BlackBerry, which is the Passport, so an Android converted Passport by ZINWA, which is, it sounds like a very interesting project. But enough rambling around and back to the question, is the Q25 really a BlackBerry Classic you can use in today's world? And long story short, yes, it definitely is. And I did not expect to like it as much as I did. The MediaTek G99 with 12 GB of RAM runs smoothly without any issues for my use case, which is mostly just subtle internet browsing, mails, messages, and occasional social media. And the 3000 mAh battery is phenomenal. There's no other way to put it. It easily lasts for over a day. And also call quality with voice over LTE is good, and reception has been good too. The new cameras that also come shipped with the Q25, which are a 50 megapixel rear-facing camera and an 8 megapixel front-facing camera, are not good by any means, and they should only be used if you really don't have any alternative. That being said, I feel like images do look better than on my prototype units. However, that can definitely vary between devices, but judge for yourself. It's running Android 14 and it's doing so very smoothly, but it's definitely not optimized for a small 3.5-inch square display. But I did some things to modify the phone to make it perfect. But before I tell you the things that I did to make it better, here's a special thing. I reached over 40,000 subscribers here on YouTube and also over 7,000 followers at the moment on Instagram, which is great. So if you don't do that already, subscribe to my channel if you want to stay updated with the newest videos about niche and QWERTY phones. Also make sure to follow me on my Instagram, where I put out a lot of things currently. And also, I really want to say thank you. Thank you for being so loyal. Thank you for all the new followers that I got now after restarting this channel. And to say thank you, I want to give something back. And as you know, I have 4 BlackBerry Q25s or ZINWA Q25s. I actually have an old BlackBerry Classic in the drawer, so 5 in total. And I feel like I could give one of those away. But you have to keep in mind, it's a prototype unit, some things don't work. But if you want to play around with the ZINWA Q25, here's your chance to do it. So if you really want a Q25, here's the things you should do. First of all, subscribe to my channel. It's free and It's really helpful for me. So subscribe here, like the video, and leave a comment in the comment section below why you would want the Q25 and why you should, receive it. And when this video reaches 2,000 likes, I will give away the Q25 to a random commenter here under the video, and I will announce the winner in the next video after I got the 2,000 likes on this video. So again, thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it, and let's get going with the video. Thanks again. The first thing I did is I installed the Niagara launcher, which is a list-based launcher. So it shows you all your apps in a list, and you can choose between your favorite apps that will be displayed on your home screen. And when you search for a specific app, you just flick through the alphabet on the right to find it. Or with the ZINWA Q25, you have the amazing feature of just starting to type to search for the app and pressing the Enter key to open it. And that's so quick and easy. And the second one is to install a different keyboard app, because the one that comes with the Q25 is literal garbage. And there's an app called Type Q25, which was specifically designed for the Q25. And it's amazing. I love it so much. Because with that, you avoid text getting deleted randomly, horrible predictive text, and more. And it made a huge difference for me. And the third one is to use the pre-installed Keymapper app to add shortcuts or more functionality to the physical keys you have on the Q25. For example, I programmed the call, answer, and end buttons to actually work during phone calls or answering calls. And that's something that wasn't pre-configured. However, general navigation with those buttons like opening multitasking, closing apps, etc. was possible out of the box. And also something I really have to mention is that the trackpad that you have on the Classic works so nicely with Android. So you can scroll through the Niagara launcher to choose between apps. You can use it in different apps for different things. You can use it to highlight text, to move the cursor around. So it's very, very handy to use with one hand, and I really love that. So how did I use this phone? I used it as a second phone or a weekend phone or phone when going out, because I just love the size of it. It's so easy to carry around, it's so small, you don't notice it at all. I installed my second SIM card on there. I installed apps like Beeper to receive all the messages that I get on my main phone from the work and the private number, so I'm reachable all the time. And the cool thing is I'm just able to do everything with the phone. Like, for example, quickly looking up something on the web, looking up on social media, looking something up in my files, mails while I'm out on the go without actually missing my iPhone. And also, it's very nice to not doom scroll, because Instagram is just not enjoyable on the small screen on the ZINWA Q25. So you don't really feel the need to do it. So I really appreciate that with the Q25, and I love that. I would have loved if it had like dual SIM to make it like my real detox phone after work. But other than that, it's still a very fun phone to play around with and just have it with me. However, and this is a big deal, this is not a phone where it feels good spending the money it costs if you really want to main it. It's a cool project, don't get me wrong, but the likelihood of no long-term support and the manufacturing issues just make it really hard to justify spending the money on it. And especially if it's a big investment for you and you want to use the phone for the next 2 or 3 years. But other than that, it's still very, very fun. And I always have it charged up, ready to go on my table or in my bag when I go out. So that's it for this week's video. If you liked it, make sure you give the video a like. Leave a comment in the comment section below on what you think about the Q25 and if you want to enter the giveaway. And if you like this video, also make sure you subscribe to my channel to stay updated with the newest videos about niche phones and QWERTY phones. And also make sure to follow me on my social media channels, Instagram and Twitter, where I post a lot of stuff currently and it's worth checking it out. Also, side fact, I'm going to MWC 2026 in Barcelona this year. So if you have any special recommendations for me, also leave them in the comments below. All right, that was a lot of talking. Thanks for watching and bye-bye.